from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. He wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Trey Hendrickson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
First down, Raiders.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Davis now to return it. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And again this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
Mahomes now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
touchdown.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 2.
Draw play, Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things. Different people come.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers. Always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Touchdown, Vikings. Hunter Renfrow, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Miami Bearbarons set to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Raiders have got him.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And just like that, on we head to halftime.
Enter depth chart. Entering depth slot 2. Call timeout. Resume.
Number 2.
Depth chart. Entering depth. WR selected. Slot 5. Slot 1. Call. Resume.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Quick slant to Brown. Pass the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Cunningham looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, not bad. Number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Gain on the play. And it's good.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Touchdown, Vikings! Hunter Renfro, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
They're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The tackle made by Christian.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Vegas, first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
To number 28.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains.
The 47-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Raiders 46.
Big offensive explosion help leading them.